The year is 1969. It's the summer of love. Up in Washington State, there was a big festival going on in America. Huge festival. Freedom, peace, love. 500,000 kids sitting down and dancing or doing whatever they wanted to do. Having freedom. Big concert, ran out of food, and the local people came in and helped feed them all. The who's who of rock and roll was there. Janis Joplin, Jimi Hendrix, Neil Young. Who else was there? Santana was there, man. Creedence Clearwater Revival, Joni Mitchell. Singing songs of revolution, peace, fuck the man, fuck the corporation. Fuck the big dogs who are telling you about Vietnam and spinning their narratives, and get screwed to that kind of idea. Fuck you. We're just here having fun. We're the new generation. We're the power generation, right? We're the generation of free sex. We're the generation of fuck, racism, fuck sexism, fuck all of this shit. We're the generation. Who were those generation? The boomers. That's who. And it was worldwide, man. Anti-Vietnam protests, all of that sort of crap. It was worldwide. Down with the power, down with the man. Listen to different points of view, different opinions. Space out, trip out, man. Take some acid. Expand your horizons. Explore different religions. Explore the world around you. Of thought as well as physicality. Go traveling, do all these wonderful things. Who was that generation? The boomers. The boomers. Especially the Neil Youngs of this world and the Crosby, Stills and Nash, who, by the way, also were at Woodstock. And now what are they doing? What are those same people, the same, you won't fool the children of the revolution. What are they doing? They've become the very people they fought against. Their grandparents, well, they're now our grandparents, or in my case, my parents' generation. That's who they are. And what have they become? The very same people that they swore they'd never be. Now, of course, this happens. This is human nature. But it depresses me when you get somebody like a Neil Young, who has been anti-corporate all his entire life. Anti-big government, anti-all that crap. All his entire life. The crazy horse himself. Joni Mitchell, environmentalist and all these other wonderful things. Mind you, she only ever had one hit. But still, everybody knows Big Yellow Taxi, right? They paved paradise and put up a parking lot. Everyone knows those lyrics. They have gone from, you can't shut me up, Mr. Man on the Hill, to I am the man on the hill and I want you to shut up because you've got different opinions to me, okay? Now, of course, I'm specifically talking about Joe Rogan. And I mean, this video won't mean a damn to Joe Rogan. And if you're watching this video, you know Joe Rogan's work more than likely. If you don't, go check him out. He's got so many interesting people with different points of view. A lot I don't agree with, some I do. Some I really agree with. But that's the great thing about Joe Rogan. He's not afraid to talk to people. But do you want to expand your mind? Do you want to get different ideas? Do you want to hear from different voices that you may or may not agree with? Mr. 1960s hippie or Mrs. 1960s hippie? Apparently not. Apparently you're not supposed to expand your mind anymore. No. If you say something we don't like, and I don't even know if they have watched Joe Rogan, but if you don't know, like you say something I don't like, I'm taking my music off your platform. Really? You're a hypocrite, sir. Neil Young, you are a freaking hypocrite. You're you're an old has-been. No one cares. No one cares, Mr. Crazy Horse. Joni Mitchell, Stills, Crosby and Nash. Crosby, Stills and Nash. Who cares? Have you noticed that John Fogerty from CCR hasn't come out and said, oh, take all of my music off? Mind you, these days it's just his solo stuff. But have you heard that? Have you heard Paul McCartney come out and say, oh, well, don't want to hear any of my solo stuff with the Wings and all that? No, I'd take that off the platform. Have you heard the Stones say that? Or the Who? And Roger Daltrey, to this day, man, he is still very much in that angry 60s freedom mindset. You hear any of the big guns say, oh, we're taking our music off? No, you're not. Bob Dylan. You want a folk hero protest singer of that era? You can't get bigger than Dylan. Is Dylan saying, take my music off Spotify? No. What's the difference between Neil Young, Joni Mitchell, and say Crosby, Stills and Nash versus, Paul McCartney, the Stones, the Who? By the way, the Who were at Woodstock. And Dylan. Mind you, Dylan wasn't at Woodstock. Everybody knows those four people, completely knows who they are. They are legends. Now, you'd think if anyone was going to add their voices to something about something so offensive that Joe Rogan apparently had, what was his name? Robert, I can't remember his name, but this famous virologist on, Robert, anyway. I'm sure you can go look up the episode. It's very recent. And that would actually put weight behind the argument. But no, it's Neil Young. And who are these people? Especially to the kids. The younger demographics that watch Joe Rogan, they have no idea who these people are. That's their grandparents' music. Not even their parents' music, it's grandparents' music. Be like me turning up and listening to the vaudevillian stylings of 1930s English music or swing jazz or something like that, which was my grandparents' music, right? The kids don't care about you. They know who these other people are, the Stones and all that. They know who they are. So there's a part of me that believes that this is cynical, man. This is completely cynical. Everyone's forgotten who the fuck you are. And you want to have one last swing at the ball. You really do want one last swing at the ball. Trouble is, you've chosen the wrong guy. Because Joe Rogan doesn't care. He doesn't need to. He's more famous than any of those three people, those three groups of people, or whoever else comes along is going to be. But none of the big hitters of that era, who were also peace, love and eat your vegetables, or protest music of the 60s, they don't care. You're alone. All alone. Sad, isn't it? It's really sad. So I think it's cynical. I think these people are looking for their last hurrah. And all they're doing is censoring themselves. Although, on the flip side, I opened my iTunes this morning, and what do I see? Big ads for Joni Mitchell's one album and Neil Young collection. Why would that be, maybe? You think Apple's jumping on the bandwagon here? Made a deal? I would say so. It's cynical, man. It's about money. All these kids are now going to know my name and check out my music. Well, by the way, I invite you, if you're young or if you don't know who these people are, go listen to their music and then see the irony. Considering what they sing about, the absolute irony of their position, the hypocrisy of these people's position, considering who they are and where they've been. I'm Nathan Googs Fletcher. This is my drunk philosophy. Be good, stay safe, and I'll see you on the next one. Hooroo!